Needs to get about 9 more laps to be inside his fuel window, and now he's lost that clean air. Oh, big wreck, huge contact.
48 is involved. That's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Now up and over goes to 27. So Jeb Burton sliding on top.
Somebody's going to hit you. Hey, just hold tight right here. This will take a minute here. You all good there?
Yeah, man. Did all I could there.
It's Jeb Burton's radio. Upside down. Tell me about what it feels like to be a driver upside down in a race car.
I've never experienced, but this AMR team, they immediately get to the driver, start having communications, assessing what it is they need to do. We heard Jeb talk, so he thumbs up right there. Hey,
All started with a car getting turned sideways. So you see right here the 26. Off turn 4. Okay, gets very, very loose. Just really spins out. Loses control, probably had very little side force, too wide, sideways. Now it's white smoke. No one can see. The 48 of Stenhouse. The 27 sees it. He goes as far left as he can. He has a choice. Am I either going to hit the end of pit wall or stay on the racetrack? And he just launches off the 48 upside down. And then this long slide had to feel like forever. I'm not going to know what's better, sliding or tumbling. I'm going to say sliding if he's fine, but watch how close Jeb was to the end of this pit wall. He has a split decision, pit road or not. The yellow barrel's not a good option.
yeah, he made the right decision not to try to turn left there at the last moment. Just a no-win situation for Jeb.
And the spotter coming on, asking him if he's okay, and also telling him no one's going to hit you. That would be the other thing that a driver would fear, is he's in such a vulnerable position.
So now the spin, and look at all the smoke. So you want to say, all right, here's where I want to go, but you're just trying to miss him. And then it happens that quick. I mean, that decision has to be made in milliseconds.
That's why I love slow motion replays. Shows us the violence. Like this will show just how much that car launches in the air. Now look at this hit right here. He lands basically on the driver's side door, tumbles onto the A-post. That shows how violent it is, but there's nothing like a full speed replay to show you Jeb.
Is Kyle leaving the car?
He had been cutting it. Big.
Casey Kane gets turned around. Greg Biffle involved. Mark Martin is there. No caution has come out. They're going to let him race back as Verdi piles in, and now the caution.
6. You knew that was going to be big. Drove across the start-finish line.
Okay,
here's what happened final lap.
Casey, and I'm not going to put a big block on him, and that's what it was. He put and man, once you get in that grass, you're done.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a hit, man.
Wow.
That was a hit.
That was a hard hit. The 16 and the 5 just drove into the side of the 9, had no place to go. The Mark Martin and Biffle took the hard hits right there. And then you see 24 come into it. 26.
Yeah. Take another look here. Watch. You see Casey Kane, the Budweiser car. He's going to make a run, and Allmendinger is going to take him all the way to the grass on a block.
Yeah, and I think Allmendinger, I think AJ felt like, okay, I'm this far down. He's not going to be there now.
And I mean, right in front of Mark Martin and Biffle. Who's that? Is that Truex in there too?
Yeah, Truex is in there.
Yeah.
Here's a 39 that we saw come off of turn 3, just in the gas.
Oh, Ambrose hit the inside guardrail a ton.
A wild final lap crash. Joe Logano picked up some positions here and finished 13. Your race winner today, Denny.
You'll wonder how.
Gets around right there going down into turn 1. Could be a oh my goodness. Upside down,
you're
over.
entering that corner at almost 200 miles per hour.
That had to be quite a ride right there. Got to believe something's happened back here. My goodness, boy. Does that not tell you how fast you're going? See how all that fire stayed out of the car?
Schrader is okay. The pit road. Again, Kenny Schrader's all right. Most everyone will pit almost Steve Burns. Ken Schrader, turn 1. Kyle Petty was the car behind, but I couldn't see.
Oh,
Park is off into the infield. Another car ball over on his lid. It's Park and Dale Jr. Terrible crash. Steve Park is trying to squeeze up the outside of Rusty. And Rusty just really moves up the racetrack thinking he's clear on Steve Park, and he drives right up into Steve Park, which turns him in the wall. Steve tries to turn left to avoid it and gets hooked by Dale Jr., which turns him even more sideways, and they both get hooked up and they hit this guardrail. And I mean, it's an amazing crash, but I'll tell you what, all the safety equipment did their job today.
And again, thank goodness for that soft wall on the inside, that steel barrier that gave so much when the one car got into it. And again, that's why the NASCAR and those folks are working on these walls. That's why the folks at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway installed those barriers that give like that on impact.
And that's a scary crash to be watching from Earnhardt. It happens so fast when you're in a crash like that, and Earnhardt's sitting there looking at it, and that's why he ran over to the car.
That he went through in Pocono, I think the '82 season. The car was simply demolished. He walked out of that wreck with a limp, and there was much speculation that he might have been hurt.